Go. Hi, I'm Yapo, and with me today is Gridlocked
Hi.
and Prozac.
Hey guys.
This is Goonbowl round 3? 4?
3.
3. I am playing my Norse team Dinghy Captains against Gridlock's Chaos Pact team, sort of.
Chaos Pact team, so as close as Blood Bowl 2 can possibly get to Chaos Pact.
I just realized the little pop-up says round 3. At this point, I have been up for pushing 20 hours, and I think you just got off work.
No, this is my Saturday afternoon. I've been streaming Battle Brothers most of the day.
I sent you an invite, by the way. You should accept it.
An invite to what?
Are you on the Play in the League page?
Yes. Oh, sorry, I was leveling up a dude.
Oh. Off to a great start. Compelling viewing.
I always just hit the start match button.
Yeah, that's what I hit too.
Oh, okay. I didn't know it pops up that. Yeah, here we go.
Alright, here we go. I don't
So
have...
you're gonna get some petty cash.
Woohoo. I would rather, you know... Ooh, I have 80. Can I get a star player for that? Probably not. I am really disappointed that they made Helmet Wolf a goblin instead of a human like he's supposed to be.
That's because they're too lazy to model the star player model for him.
Yeah. The question is, actually, you know what? Screw it. We're gonna do weird stuff.
Your weird stuff is scary to me because you're already a better player than me, and you're actually playing a legitimate team that does okay in tournaments, and I'm playing a joke team that has won games purely based on my opponents being very, very new to the game and not understanding that standing next to a big guy is a good way to die.
Yeah, I have been having shit dice and have not been playing particularly well.
Well, I'll never forget the first game I played against you, where you showed me.
The magic of Frenzy.
Yeah, that was eye-opening.
Yeah, one of Prozac's first game, I played him with my Norse team. And managed to convince him that standing in the wide zones is a very bad idea.
My first blitz at my first game was surfing an Amazon Blitzer.
Nice. Did you want to explain Chaos Pact real quick? Just the actual team and not the team you're playing.
The actual team, Chaos Pact, it's a team from Fumble or from Tabletop a bit. The general idea is it's made up of lots of different little bits and pieces rather than any consistent dudes. The only piece of consistency they have would be their linemen, which are called Marauders, who've got access to pretty much everything and fairly standard, you know, was it 6-3-3-8 stat line. The big draw of the team is you get 3 big guys, 1 Minotaur, 1 Chaos Ogre, and 1 Chaos Troll. And everyone gets mutation access. So your team is mutations, big guys, and lots of fun little things like a Dark Elf lineman who gets mutation access, or a Goblin who gets mutation access.
So this team, instead of Marauders, he has Beastmen, which are basically objectively better Marauders because they have horns.
They have the same stat line. They come with horns, but they don't get
Passing, isn't it?
passing access. What are the other big differences? I don't have a Chaos Ogre. I've got a Rat Ogre instead, because there's no Chaos Ogres in Blood Bowl 2. The Rat Ogre has more movement, 1 less armor, I believe, and has Wild Animal, Prehensile Tail, Frenzy in place of Bonehead.
Yeah, so that's the only issue with this, is the Rat Ogre is objectively better than the regular Ogre. But
Again,
2 wild animal players on the same team is usually a bad idea.
and the other side thing is Rat Ogre gets mutation only on doubles as well, so you don't actually get your full mutation access. Minotaur is exactly the same though, that's fine. Goblin is exactly the same, that's fine.
Sort of.
Sort of.
They have animosity. in the real version.
Yeah.
Fantasy
I
racism,
was
yay!
I was getting to fantasy racism. Same thing with the Dark Elf lineman. They normally get mutation access. Dark Elf lineman does not get mutation access here, but that's fine because.
Are you ever gonna set up your team? By the way,
I will set up my team.
just thought I'd ask.
The Ozen is actually objectively better than the kill people around.
Also, that Troll is probably one of the worst big guys.
Yeah, Troll is not a good big guy to have. There's a few other little important things I should probably point out for this. Number one is I have a loner, and that loner is my Skaven lineman who's on the line at the moment. When you get a loner for Blood Bowl 2 Chaos Pact, it gives you a random lineman from one of the teams that the game is made up of.
That seems unfortunate.
Well, last game I got 2 Dark Elves.
Okay, that rules.
So yeah, the downside is that sometimes you get Skaven. The upside is sometimes you get an extra Dark Elf.
Sometimes do you get Underworld Goblins too?
Yes. I'm not sure actually. I think you might get. Yeah, you do get Underworld Goblins because they count as the lineman for Underworld. So sometimes you get another Goblin. So it's really cool because sometimes you actually get something useful like a Goblin or an Elf.
Something useful like a Goblin instead of
Yeah, and then finally for Chaos Pact, as Yapo just said, normal Chaos Pact is supposed to have animosity on everyone, which is every time you go to give someone else the ball, it's a 1 in 6 chance to have your player say no, fuck them. I don't have any. No fantasy racism whatsoever. The only player who ends up with fantasy racism is it's considered polite in Goon League to take. If you do choose to take a Skaven, the one Skaven you're supposed to get, you're supposed to take the Skaven, wing Skaven from the Underworld team who has animosity, but that's the only time you'll get it.
He also has mutation regulars instead of on doubles.
Yeah, but that's what it's supposed to be.
I want to punch that elf.
Please don't punch the elf. He is. Whoops, that's a miss and a half. There's a touchback for you, sir. Oh, that would have been a touchback anyway.
Better
That's
than my first game against Rats where it was in the rain all game.
That's what happens when you're trying to click on players to look at their stats. So yeah, viewers, I hope you're ready for Yapo to beat the crap out of me, because I'm sure as you all know at this point, Yapo is an amazingly good Norse player.
I wouldn't go that far.
Yapo is a very good Norse player, and I have a team of big guys without block.
I think it's mostly that I just play a lot of Norse.
Yapo is a Norse player. There we go. Is that better?
Yes. Yeah, I'm gonna put this guy here. Right there, in fact. Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, look, I'll be honest, I came into this game expecting to lose. This is not going to surprise me when I lose.
losing the troll first turn like this.
Yeah. My overall objective in this game is to hope that I don't lose too many players and I get a star player on a good guy, and that results in me getting to have a reasonable game 4 after a bad game 3. And I hope for Yapo's sake he gets a good game out of this but doesn't murder too many of my players.
Yeah, I have not been having a whole lot of luck in Goonbowl. My first game was Rats, played by Upin, who is a really, really good rat coach. What's your plan here? Because if you... Yeah, this is going to be a one... maybe.
It's horns.
Oh, right. Who beat the crap out of me because Rats. And, then I played Bretts, which are basically the hard counter to Norse.
All that wrestle.
and fanned and all that other stuff. And in that game, I threw 110 successful blocks, which resulted in 2 casualties.
Hey, let's try moving the rat ogre. Oh my god, he did it. The worst thing is you're taking away my troll, and so I can't have fun doing silly troll plays.
Yeah, because you don't have TTM now either.
No, that's, yeah. Normal Chaos Pact would have access to TTM on the ogre, who is your traditional TTM guy, and the troll, who is just like, you know, a orc troll, but with mutations. But in this case, the troll is my only TTM guy. This is disappointing.
So let's talk about naming schemes real quick. What's going on with your team here?
It is because I am playing Chaos Pact and Goonbowl.
So these are all awful things. Seems like.
This is just depression modeled.
The minute are called Gridlocked snakes.
Yeah, so I've got I've got Never Not Wild Animal. Dies on game 1. Trusting Chaos Pact in Goonbowl 10. Gets eaten every time. AG4 dodging is a lie.
That wasn't really what I wanted, but that'll work.
Didn't they also level up in the
He did. That was the thing that happened. Leveled up that over on game 1.
That's pretty handy.
Yep. I took Juggernaut on him because the last time I played Pact, I used a Rat Ogre with Break Tackle and he was good, and Juggernaut was the one I hadn't tried yet, so I thought, why not? It did let me surf a guy in game 2, so it was worth it.
I'm not that far from the
I appreciate that you have dudes with Dauntless.
Yeah, one of them's out actually for this game. He got made.
I had fun playing Dauntless yesterday, where I had an Orc lineman I gave Dauntless and expected him to just die as he deserves to. But instead of just dying, he succeeded in 2 dice blocking mummies 11 times out of 12.
one of those
Dauntless is actually pretty good.
I like it when it works. It's fun.
Another more lineman is like it's useful.
Like this, look, there we go. Dauntless 2 dice my Minotaur.
And now we're gonna go for a 1DB on the Rat Ogre. With a bad follow-up, but it's gonna be a follow-up into a -2.
I hope you skull, it will be helpful. No, you just knock him down. Fair enough. His armor's fine though, so who cares? And the serious consideration of, do I use my loner to stand on a lineman?
I do have a spare loner, because I did buy a mercenary.
Yeah, but I was thinking, you're just sitting there with, you got 2 mercenaries. Do you just stomp on it and hope that you don't eject?
Not the Lino. I can't really get to the Rat Ogre easily. I forgot the dies on game 1 was standing right there.
It's not dies on game 1 who's doing it, it's my loner Ratman.
Well, if I wanted to go to the top, yeah, if I want to go or top on my view.
If you want to go top on your view, yeah, it's dies on game 1. Inappropriately named. He's inappropriately named. No surprise he didn't die on game 1. Like he should have. So I can knock that ball down.
I mean, you can do a 1DB.
1DB with GFI.
Or a dodge. I mean, you could dodge instead of GFIing. If you cut the corner.
It's a 3+ dodge though, because it's dodging through a tackle zone.
Yeah, but you get a reroll on it. Free.
And then it's still a GFI on the 1DB. I could GFI once to make it a 2DB. I could actually just get a 2TB with 2 GFIs using my Beastman.
Yeah, I was afraid I hadn't put that screen far enough up, but no, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
On the plus side, I can't surf him now.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. 'Cause then it sounded like
You see why this team is named what it is, though? This is the unending pit of despair. Nothing good happens to this team. Within reason. I'd say having a leveled up rat ogre on game 1.
Do. I gotta figure out who I want to punch with my Mighty Blow guy. This is what we like to call the very wide cage.
And of course, for people who are coming from the Let's Play and aren't super ultra familiar with Goonbowl or tournament tactics compared to the casual tactics that Agent likes to do, where he scores a lot and he doesn't care. Yapo's in a great position where he can basically force me to move dudes down to stand near his ball carrier and chew up turns that could otherwise be spent having me on the offensive. So I would not be surprised if we saw Yapo score on turn 8 here. Just with the amount of knockdowns and how well he's controlling my pieces.
We'll see. Finally getting some... Oh, I got armor breaks, but I don't have any damn casualties. Because I'm already up, what, 2 guys, including your troll?
And I've got my rat ogre on the pitch as well.
I gave you a free block.
You get me a free block with the Minotaur. But he'll probably wild animal. This is enough to...
No, just some friendly shoving.
There we go. Maybe he'll get to level up this game.
Oh god. Should have put the loner on the Minotaur.
It's just a stun.
So that's one of the things. At this point, I don't really have skills to deal with the high strength guys. I have one dauntless guy. So one of the most effective strategies is just sacrificing the lineman. 3+, 4+, 3+, 2+.
Never not wild animal.
It's a lot of 3+.
Yeah, the pitch is soft. Nearly got that.
Okay.
The point is, this is putting pressure on Yapo. This could be otherwise a turn that I would have spent doing nothing, and Yapo just getting some free punches. Chaos Pact are not a good tournament team. Don't play Chaos Pact in tournaments, kids. Yeah, if you really want to play a bad team, play Camry, because at least they're fun.
Oh my god, so many armor breaks.
Alternatively, do what I should have done and just play Dark Elves like an asshole.
My Mighty Blow guy has not done shit. Ever.
Yeah, the wrap around. There it is. Gets eaten every time.
Oh my god.
Broken every time.
So many stuns. This is... Your armor is non-existent. right
It
now.
does appear to be. You know, you've got another dude at the back, the Optimist, who's not playing the game.
Oh, I forgot about him, to be perfectly honest. Well, we had the kickoff event. I mean, I've been doing fine without him for 3 turns.
It was your good look charm right there. Move him.
And you get 1 punch, maybe.
Possibly 2 actually.
2?
Hmm.
Well, I mean, frenzy, I guess, but
Yes.
I meant you get 1 set of punching.
I'm afraid maybe no. Maybe 8 is steel. Minotaur is angry? No, he's happy. He's a happy Minotaur. Well, I mean, I'm basically saying you get a couple of free punches and then you get the touchdown, or I'm going to Minotaur one of your guys, and it will hurt. No, the 2 punches was if I failed to knock down your Wolferner with that blitz on the Rat Ogre, I could have put him next to the Minotaur for another set of punches.
Theoretically, I can surf that Minotaur.
Well, theoretically.
I mean, I could blitz it up between the liner and the lineman and the Ulf, hit it with the lineman to push it next to the Ulf, and then push
surf the Minotaur.
push it out with the Ulf. I could actually surf the Beastman too.
I'm spending a lot of time skinning across the ground at the moment.
Actually, I might surf that Beastman.
He is useless, just useless. I don't have any armor.
Mighty Blow still not doing shit. So you're gonna put that loner right there. Sorry, I'm planning my surf here. Let's take the punch.
I really wish you did, damn it. I had a plan, and taking the punch ruined it. Unfortunate. I did have a plan, but yeah, that deciding to not surf ruined it. I needed you to surf that guy to move the pieces out of the way.
Normally I'm all about the surfing, but I actually want to win a fucking game, so...
Oh, you're winning this game.
Well, yeah, but as of right now...
No, I mean, not as of right now, in general, you're going to win this game. You have Norse with a dude lot of block, I have 2 rerolls and big guys without block. And they've all got loner.
Okay,
You're
so...
going to win this game purely based on the fact that you can outplay me and outskill me without even trying.
And the dice aren't horrendous.
I mean, if you roll nothing but 1s, sure. Sure, you might lose then.
I had a Goon Fumble final where I was playing against some guy who was really awful and had an awful team, and I had a really good Chaos team. And I literally rolled 3 dub skulls in a row. Should have taken dodge on him instead of guard. Should have ignored the doubles.
Still can't get close enough, but can still kind of... I was gonna say you can still move down and make your score, but you know what? No, we'll just stun my minute. You see why this team is named what it is named? Really hard. So this is what happens when I play Goonbowl and I don't ultra try hard. Attempting to have fun is no fun. But I'm glad it's against Yapo, who deserves to get into the finals rather than one of the newer players who, you know, took 2 vampires on his vampire team. Losing to him would have just been painful. No offense meant new guy, but it was a bad team.
No offense, but your team sucked.
No offense, man.
It was 2 vampires on the vampire team in a tournament. It's not going to win any games.
Right now, I'm really just hunting SPP with my Mighty Blower.
Oh yeah. Please, there we go. There's another knockout.
It's 4 KOs. And Lord knows how many stuns.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'd be tempted to foul the Minotaur or the Elf at this point because you got extra points.
Maybe the Minotaur next turn. Yeah, this doesn't make for the most exciting Blood Bowl, but this is the safe way to play, especially with so many KOs.
I mean, this is probably one of the best games we've had in a while. Oh, I forgot to both down is block for me. Both down is push for me. There we go. Optimus gets into the game. Optimus immediately gets KO'd.
No, he actually did his job that I moved him there exactly perfectly. Because his job standing there was to prevent your Rat Ogre from blitzing my Mighty Blow guy.
He did do a good job on that. I'm not standing my guys up because the only people I wanted to stand up are the guys who've been stunned. The other ones I don't care if they're on the ground because all it does is deny Yapo the chance to get SPP on them. Not particularly friendly or fun, but it's Blood Bowl. It's Goonbowl, so I'm not going to just let him have a free game.
I can punch as many times as I want, but I can only foul once.
Yeah. So he's not getting a free game. He's still actually having to work a little bit.
I have not used a reroll this half.
I've only used one. I've had plenty of opportunity, but I haven't seen the point. Like, it hasn't been important enough.
Of course I say that, and I'm gonna like dub skull the next one. Anyone get to me? Not really.
And put the boot to him, medium style. Going for the elf again, not the...
Well, if I fail it, the elf's the only one that can get to me. Once
I was hoping you'd go for the elf and ignore the Rat Ogre, and I could maybe make the 50-50 roll on the Rat Ogre. But yeah, now I'm not. Now the Rat Ogre's on the ground, you could just foul the Rat Ogre if you really wanted to.
Yeah, I shouldn't have moved the loner initially. Yeah, well. Let's see.
Having a Norse team is powerful in low TV tournaments.
Yes, it is. It's very good.
It's very strong. It's a good choice. It's like Amazon's, but a bit more blocky. Nope. Still immortal.
You at least got to stand up your goblin for me to punch.
Not giving. I told you I'm not giving you free SPP. This isn't like I am your last game before the semis and I know that I'm not getting in, so I'm just going to let you SPP and go, I bet on Yapo.
But that's what I want.
Instead, I'm going to wild animal with a blitz. I'm going to stand up because I don't want you to foul me.
So this is a pretty traditional. The anti-stall for Gridlocked would be to punch and try and move as close as he can. But since he's down so many guys, he can't really punch me.
So I'm encouraging him to not stall by giving him nothing to do except stall.
Yeah.
That
so
is actually a strategy.
you can only foul once a turn. You said so. Nope, nothing there.
So now Yapo has to score, because if he tries to foul and fails, then he's just more or less wasted this entire drive. So this is actually fine for me, because yeah, I get a drive to attack.
And you get 2 chances at KO recoveries.
And I get a free punch turn. So it looks really grim, but I actually did a fairly, I personally feel I did a fairly reasonable job actually preserving my team's ability to win fight. So Bob says it's impossible to win. It is highly unlikely to win. Tying is reasonable. I even kept my reroll, so I could even vanity pass, reroll, and try to level up one of my 2-5 SVP beasts.
Why won't it let me zoom out at the end of the field?
I don't know, hit C, see what it does. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, the armor breaks in this game are way higher than they should be.
Also, even better, it didn't happen, but had my troll actually not been sleepy, this could have been a touchdown for me. It would have been difficult because Yapo's setting up all his dudes at the back and having a lot of dodges, but this could have actually been a one-turn touchdown off a throw teammate from the Goblin, which is something that he doesn't need to be aware of at the moment, but I'm sure had my troll been awake, Yapo would have been hyper-aware of it being a possibility.
Right, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that, because it's a fairly low odds play to begin with. But this will make you do at least 3 dodges to get through into the end zone, no matter how good your throw is.
Yeah, but I don't have a guy to throw, so it does not matter. It literally does not matter.
You gonna goblin block?
I might. We'll see what everything else does. So you get a reroll that's not going to be spent.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I mean, you could have done it.
There we go. That's a leveled up Minotaur, and the good news is that was one of his loners.
Yeah, so the weird thing I was talking about is I picked up an extra loner for this game, and because the only other thing I would have been able to afford was Bloodwiser Babes.
And there's the Dub Skulls.
Alright.
Oh, he passed his loner.
Fine. Well, I mean, I got nothing else really.
So now, in this situation, do you risk the foul on the loner?
I don't have enough players. There's Horns not doing anything because I miscalculated that, and then there's me getting your block player with a skull both down. So I didn't even get to try to level up my dude off the vanity pass.
Yeah, that only took you... Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Still no troll, which is a big deal because it means that my strength advantage is, well, not there.
You
On the
still
offensive.
technically have a strength advantage.
Yeah, but it's a worse strength advantage. But mainly it means that there's going to be none of this bullshit where Yapo scores on the final turn and I still get to throw teammate play, which could potentially ruin shit for him. Throw teammate is one of the, I don't know, a lot of people hate it. I think it's a very cute thing to have in tournaments because, hell, if you gamble and you win, it's like, haha, I made it to the semifinals and you outplayed me, but I still got there because of my throw teammate.
Actually, I set these up wrong.
So Yapo's going to set up in a way that doesn't let me surf him.
It's almost like Yapo knows about surfs. Who would?
Surfing one of his Ulfers would be really bad for him.
It would.
What's up?
It'd be exceedingly bad. So, I know we've talked about it, and I think Agents talked about it, but the reason you set up 2 spaces back from the line rather than 1 is to deal with the quick snap event.
I believe you did mention it.
I personally put the Ulfs furthest on the outside because they are the highest strength and highest armor value. They're the hardest to just get free punches on. I mean, it's not hard because clearly you can do
my
it.
setup is I have a cage. My kick, this is good. I can put a player who actually needs to pass the ball under it. Perfect.
Nailed it.
Every time.
Oh, don't die, random lino. He's fine.
Hey, your Berserker leveled up from that touchdown.
He did. That's why I passed in the ball and set up the way I did.
Wild animal. Again, it's like really stupid, but worse.
Sort of. You keep your tackle zones at least.
You keep the tackle zones at least, that's true. So just gonna set up a bad cage at the back here.
I would honestly have tried to pass this turn. Because you have...
Oh yeah, I forgot.
I mean,
That's fine.
what do you have to lose if he drops it? You're not passing to the elf?
No, because this guy wants to pass on the turn after.
He's just going to pass the ball around in a circle.
I'm just gonna level up 2 players.
But the reason I said he should do that is because I can't really pressure the ball this turn. The closest I can get, I think, is 1 space away. Oh no, I can actually touch him, but
Super cage.
but there's not an option for real pressure on the ball had he dropped it, unless he had a really, really bad scatter. So theoretically, you could have got an inaccurate pass there, and it scattered like 3 spaces towards me, and then I would have been like, "Oh hell yeah, let's do this."
Yep. As I said at the start, for the fans and stuff, now I'm talking like Bob and Jim. As I said, for the viewers, I'm just trying to level up my dudes. This is a bad matchup for me. I don't expect to win. What I need to do is go for minimalization. Someone else said a word for me, please.
Minimalization.
Thank you. That of the amount of injuries that I take and stuff. So I don't want to take a lot of injuries. I need to try to keep my big guys alive. I need to make Yapo use up rerolls like that.
Is there anything that you consider would be a good matchup for you?
Oh, this is nice. This is very good.
Well,
Is there anything that you consider would be a good matchup for you?
I mean, the stunties.
I think they're going to match up right.
honestly, I feel like Pact does pretty well against things like orcs or other slow teams that don't start out with a lot of skills. Because in like Chaos, at least in like a tournament setting, because they don't have their normal strength advantage, and you have all the big guys to kind of help mitigate the 4 strength pieces with some extra movement.
I fucked that up. I set up too close to the thing, and now I got to make a GFI to not fuck it up. To unfuck it.
Yeah, so in Agent's videos, he always talks about Sora's TDs. Well, on Norse, you really, really want Ulf TDs, but all of my games have been so close that I haven't had a chance to get any, which is awful, because they don't start with block, and they really, really need it, just like Saurus's do.
I got lucky on my Goonbowl team. I got a TP for both. He hadn't got anything else yet. The got MVP and a cast. It does make all the difference for how you use it.
It's always weird to me because as a Norse player, you really don't want to level up Linos. Like, having 1 or 2 is okay, but for the most part, you don't want them to have levels.
Even when you're in the tournament, I can understand that on an open base, but
Oh,
average is good.
what do you give them?
Would you play it?
But you would rather have that SPP on literally any of your positionals.
Oh, okay. You mean that you're not gonna try to give them level?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, that makes sense. Because when you say try not to level them up, my mind is like, oh, they're what required.
not in like a tournament, no, but
But yeah, I understand. You really should have tried using them.
Oh man, I can't see a fighter escape online.
I was wondering if you were going to let me surf him.
My god. GFOing this game is not a thing I can do.
Well, getting armor on issue is not something you can do.
No, instead I'm going to have my Rat Ogre get put on the ground and fouled.
I might not foul him this turn. I do have one guy out, after all, at this point. Oh, my Ulf's done. That's unfortunate. Actually,
Dauntless never fails, man. I learned this yesterday. I learned yesterday that Dauntless never fails.
so usually you wouldn't want to pack up against a cage like this because that gives him a lot of free punches. But
Man's advantage.
But since I have the player advantage, it's something I can do. And as of right now, I have basically a localized strength advantage, you would say, because that Rat Ogre's not going anywhere in a hurry. And,
Until sleepy.
yeah, so... Yeah, I don't know what I want to do with those Linos right now.
I mean, not to suggest that you found my Rat Ogre, but you could found my Rat Ogre.
I could. I'll keep one in reserve for that purpose. So, you get like one guard player, and then Norse start breaking cages. Although he'll get blitzed off, I'm certain. At some point. I want him over here before I stomp on him. Yeah, screw it, we'll go for it.
Probably gonna get it. Speeding 7 is pretty easy to do.
Hold it.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, is fine, because then I can move everyone besides the loner away next turn and just have the loner mark him. And since all of your players are 6 speed and all of my players are 6 speed, you can't really run away.
No, can't really run away.
At least if the game continues as it is right now, Chaos will lose, of course. Do you have any like 3 level ups?
Yeah, I've got 3 level ups, which is good.
Yeah, this is not good, but you can do it.
Yeah, it's, I mean,
Of course, I can't break armor to save my life.
you don't have any injuries so far, and you've got 2 Beastman level ups, which is not a bad game. Not a good game, mind you, but it's not a bad game. That's still a 1DB. Oh, are you going to try the pass play?
I'm gonna try the pass play. It's a big pass play, but yeah, it's the reason that I moved that Beastman there is because it makes Yapo's intercept worse.
It's probably already a 6+. Who could use some SPP? This guy could use some
Oh.
SPP.
Yeah, the optimist.
Oh, are you shitting me?
Alright.
I just got very lucky with dice, is what happened there, people.
There was like 4 plus, just 50%, without the
And then I just picked 1 dice gold because I just got greedy for 1 dice. But yeah, it was the last punch.
At least not gonna be very lucky to get that. So,
No, it's not.
like, just try doing something crazy, because staying there was probably a bad idea.
Staying there would have resulted in my elf just getting punched in the Yapo, casually beating my dudes to a pulp and picking up the ball. This results in the Yapo being forced to make a bunch of dudes move over, use his blitz on that. The dudes who were in a position to move over are all the guys who were standing next to the Rat Ogre, so that frees the Rat Ogre in theory.
Don't fill the GFI, don't fill the GFI.
GFI into the end zone, the audacity of you daring to try to get to the end zone results in the ball going awry.
No, I don't want to catch that with the loner. What are you thinking, game?
Yapo's Norse having butterfingers.
Okay, this is good. This is fine.
What we hope now is Yapo rolls a lot of skulls.
No, we don't. It's the opposite of
We
what
do.
we hope.
We hope Yapo rolls a lot of skulls.
Yeah, I'm
Well,
shoving,
there's skulls, but then they're coming with things that aren't skulls, which is a problem.
shoving everything today. Gotta love jump up.
is a thing.
Jump up is
Yes, back
amazing. I could have, but that would have been a lot of 1 DBs probably.
Norse runner, not actually very good at running the ball. Good at running elsewhere though.
Yeah, there's 7 movement. They're slightly faster than the rest of the team.
So I need to make a. Oh my god, wild animal is my bane.
That was a.
I'm still gonna.
Oh god.
Everything's fine.
Nice.
Skulls. Oh shit.
Oh, yes.
There's a rat. I didn't think he'd make that play, but I guess there wasn't a whole lot of incentive not to.
There was very much no reason not to make that play.
That was a 2+, 4+, 2+, 2+.
Plus the 3+ that came out of.
The loner reroll.
Yeah.
That's actually a 4+, not a 3+.
The way I play Blood Bowl, it may as well be a 3+. 4+. Whatever, who cares? Didn't roll a 6 on my phone. I needed that 6. Oh, injured. Damn. I was actually.
What's he
hoping
got?
to
What's he
just-
got?
just fight a-
Oh, he's fine.
Just badly hurt. I'm not gonna have that because there's big guys.
6-5 on the honor roll, 6-6 on the people who were
Yeah. I noticed that I needed those 6s now, but there was the 1. So if we imagine it's Blood Bowl 1 with the dice order system, like the pre-rolled dice, and it just ticks them off in order. Again, a badly hurt roll is still totally a-okay with me.
I would have badly hurt like a dwarf.
Yeah, but I mean, in general, a badly hurt roll is fine. That player is now safe, and he was a valuable player. He wasn't doing anything this game anyway, apart from being a big target.
What do I want to do next? 'Tis the question.
Oh, hey, I got a goblin.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
both kind of did that.
And I was thinking like, I really shouldn't be telling anyone anything I see here, but
Here comes the rat ogre fowl.
Actually, no, not at the moment.
You could move the Enterprise alignment over to do it. Enterprise alignment is free to do so.
I ran to the wrong spot there. So I don't think we went over it, but my team is all different classes of dinghy that have a Portsmouth yardstick number.
That means absolutely nothing to me, who barely understands boats at the best of times.
They're all racing sailboats that are real fast. Well, some of them are real fast.
Do you race sailboats as a hobby?
I used to. I haven't in a while because I don't have a sailboat anymore.
That would explain why you don't race it.
I used to have an AMF Minifish.
That is an excellent name.
I have crewed on a Tartan 28, a Hunter 27, a Catalina 25, and I think a Hunter 30. Can't remember what the last one was. But yeah, sailing is cool, but makes me like the whitest kid you know. So there is that.
There is the traditional 1 dB skull. I'm just gonna take it. I can't. Oh right, hang on, no, there's no reroll button. Let's just take the skull. I'm just gonna take the skull. I'm glad it's Yapo that's getting the good game out of this and not someone else.
I'm moving that lineman into a very specific position, by the way.
Oh yes, you're surfing this Minotaur.
Yes, I am.
I really was hoping I could just shove that Berserker around and then I could stand up my other guys to make it harder for you to do that. I should have done it first, but it doesn't matter unless you want to burn a reroll.
No, I'm not gonna burn a reroll on a safe block. It's such an awful idea.
especially with the 5 SCP that wants success.
Yeah, no shit. Oh, I already moved that guy. I should have blitzed with him. No. This is the problem with man marking beastmen, is they can just blitz out.
Horns is useless. I have a player named that, don't I, somewhere? Oh no, I fired Horns is useless. He got negative strength, so he was very useless.
So that's
Horns was very useless.
Oh, you got a goblin blitz.
You got a Goblin Blitz. It's not a good one, but it's an option.
And I forgot to use my blitz because I should have blitzed with that lino I went to mark the goblin with, but I thought I was going to surf the Minotaur and didn't want to risk having it unmarked. Because yeah, it's a 1 in 9 chance for you to fail, but hey, more dice is better for me.
Okey-dokey, sorry about that. I had a text message I had to answer. I am going to do the silliest thing. Surf this guy, hopefully, maybe. Here we go.
There you go.
He's fine. And then make 2 GFIs and I don't care if I fall over. The -2 dice without block would have just resulted in an easy turnover. It was better to remove this player.
Yeah, well, you could have tried that into the press button that move and score and get some more counters. But you probably
He would have just taken the skull or the both down and stalled out. Because,
Yeah, I mean, if you
and
get...
then actually leaving my guys on the ground is. Oops, that guy didn't mean to stand. I guess you're getting to punch trusting Pack and Goonbowl X, because that's basically what this game is all about. Your mic's gone all soft and awful again, Brozot. Aha, dodge. Oh, are we going to go for the block, kill the goblin, and get a touchdown in the same block?
Who says I'm going to follow it up?
True. Take the both down here. I would have taken them both down and just tried to get the SPP on my dude.
Yeah, that's a possibility, but I would rather get the 3 SPP guaranteed from the touchdown.
You do have a block. You're just nothing goblin then.
Well, right, but your goblin. Oh, right.
Put a -2 dice a blocker and fail. I mean, it's a thing you could do, but I don't think it's a good thing you could do.
By the way, I had a plan to surf the Minotaur as well.
I thought you might have.
But it just... I would have had to blitz with the Berserker, and trying to get all the assists in position wouldn't have been great. So I decided against it, much to my chagrin. We're going to move him up here away from those things with Mighty Blow.
If there's one strategy that's great in Goonbowl, it's making your opponent have to go to effort to make plays, because a lot of the time people will just go, you know what, I want to bother.
Yeah, so for those not knowing, I would have blitzed with the Berserker, pushed him 2 squares up next to the Ulf, and the Ulf could have frenzy blocked him out.
Yeah, I figured there was going to be some sort of push down towards that off there strategy.
And I'm giving that Red Ogre free blocks because a loner lineman is totally worth tying up a Red Ogre for.
Especially where the Rat Ogre can only knock him down on 2 possible dice. There we go.
Yeah, I don't even care if he dies.
Well, the Rat Ogre's got some more SPP, so that's nice. Yeah, it's really nice.
Oh, he's 1 cast from a level now. No, that both of my loners are out now. He's got big
He
guys.
also has no real reason to sacrifice shit to me. My big guys have been working hard this game.
I do like that weird graphical glitch when you do chain pushes and the arrows don't make any sense anymore. I'm looking... I don't think I can do it. Just trying to decide if I could surf the Minotaur or not.
Yeah, I thought you'd be figuring out something like that.
I don't think I can as of this particular moment in time.
People wondering, the really good thing for this is because technically this was my drive, so I started. Yapo actually doesn't have a turn where I get to free punch.
That's true. You speak it a true.
So he is winning the game 2-0, short of going, I'm going to make a pointless vanity block and roll skulls, and I do something crazy, like blitz with guys on game 1, roll a power, knock his dude down, and the ball scatters out. Lands on my Rat Ogre, who then runs up and scores.
It's a bit,
He's actually out of range.
bit of a stretch.
It's an impossibility. It's not even a stretch at this point.
Not even any fucking cast.
So this is an awkward thing when in terms of normal games, this would be called a good game. We had a game, Yapo wins, we punched some dudes. Yapo would call this a good game for winning. The problem is, right now, for tournament play, would you call this a good game, or would you just call it a game that went okay?
I would call this a game that went okay for tournament play.
Can you explain to the viewers why?
So, I've only gotten 6 SPP this game, if I get another touchdown. And I've got a lot of KOs and stuns, which really should have gotten me some CAS for SPP. It's certainly not a bad game, unless somebody dies this turn. You know, all of my positionals are still intact. All of that other stuff. Hopefully you don't kill him this turn and I have to eat my words. But any SPP with a win is good. Especially if you don't have any casualties. Oh, he's dead. No, he's fine.
He's just asleep. I for a second there was holding my breath too though. So that's it. That's actually all my turns I've got left. So I'm just gonna try to run so that he doesn't care. So instead I'm just gonna go and stand dudes next to the Minotaur so that he can't try to surf my Minotaur. With some fancy play, which he won't anyway, because all he has to do is score and it's fine. So that's the Blood Bowl game, people. Yapo is weighing up. He has a reroll. Does he go and try to punch something? The question is, for Yapo, does he care about 3 more SPP on his runner, or does he care about trying to get 2 SPP on another player?
I care about trying to get 2 SPP on that 5 SPP Ulf.
And that is that's actually much more valid than trying to get 3 SPP on the 6 SPP runner. The runner's already got guard. He's probably about as good as he's going to get for this tournament anyway. Does the Ulf get it? Maybe.
Oh, come on, baby.
No.
Nope.
All the justice.
The only person who managed to hold the PS Spectre is Gridlocked himself.
So in goes the slightly fancy.
You always have to.
Triangle there.
You have to do a touchdown dance. I mean, it's just a requirement.
Unfortunately, you can't dance properly anymore because you can't go into the end zone and out the end zone again.
And I would go roll my games, but I can't because tournaments. Ah, shit, I forgot to do a write-up during this game. Oh, well.
So, I lost, but not actually a bad game for me. Are you still? Well, I only rolled a 1 on the winning, so that is bad. But if I got a tie, which is what I was hoping to get, it would have been the same. So.
Ooh, Berserker MVP.
Berserker MVP, good. Means he's 1 MVP away from leveling up. I got another Beastman with MVP, which is another Vanity Pass away from a level up.
Yeah, see, I mean...
If we look at the SPP...
You lost, but you got more SPP than I did.
Which, in a tournament setting, probably I come out ahead. The difference is, you need wins to actually advance.
So...
This is my first loss. This is Yapo's first win, so I'm ahead in the tournament as well.
I broke your armor like it was AV7, by the way.
Yeah, but my dudes didn't die.
Literal 5...
I have no miss next games.
Literal 5% injury. Christ. How many 6...
I also have 3 leveled up players out of that, so my TV's about to jump up, and one of them's a big guy.
You were bad on KO wake-ups. You were slightly bad on Wild Animal, but you rolled 28 Wild Animals. 100% pass, 100% catch, 100% loner. Your block dice were super average.
All in all, the game wasn't bad. Like, I'm not actually unhappy with that game. No, like, I went in knowing I would lose. I went in assuming I would have, like, 2 or 3 dudes get some sort of bad cast. The Yapo would get a bunch of level ups, and I would be blamed for letting Yapo run wild with his Norse team again.
I rolled a shitload of 3s that game. And
Yapo is known for running wild with his Norse team.
My block dice tended towards the extremes.
That's
Yeah.
annoying when that happens because you can't even claim you got diced.
It's just a kind of
Like
a
you can't.
weird distribution. All right, well, I think that's about it. Prozac, thank you for joining
Who are you
us.
taking on for next week?
I don't know. I guess I could go look. I should do that right now.
You're taking. Oh, you're getting the free match. You're taking on the Concedertron.
Oh, my next week's the bye week? I don't know how I feel about that, but okay.
I mean, it could have come at a better time when you had missed next games.
Yeah, but... oh well. Alright, well, Prozac, thank you for joining us, and hopefully this recording works. We'll find out shortly.
My pleasure.